Broadcasting from Tagaytay, Philippines. Hi guys, welcome back to the Star Wars Family channel. And this is our three-part series. If you've watched, the first one was about the Jedi Holocron. The second one was about the Sith Holocron. And today we are going to tackle the lightsabers from Savi's.
Yeah, so before we do that, just a little teaser in case you're watching this out of order for any reason. Who knows what YouTube did with the videos and how it sent them to you. But in any event, Sith Holocron, Jedi Holocron, combine the Holocrons. If you haven't caught that, to see what happens, go back to part 2 of our video where we talk about the Sith Holocron. At the very end, we give you some of the demo on how that one works when you combine the two. But I don't want to spoil that here. Just give you a reason to watch our other video. Meantime, we'll get these turned off because they're a little loud. But really cool souvenir, guys. Hopefully you've picked them up. You picked one up, picked both up. Not really sure, but a lot of fun. We'll get those out of the way for now because we want to get to the lightsabers, and that's what we're here to talk about in part 3 of our video. As Jedi Mommy mentioned before, we were actually able to make it to Galaxy's Edge twice. This was during the reservation time, and got in, and we were able to create 4 lightsabers. So we got to go twice. The first day we went, we made the first 2, and obviously the second time we went, we made the second 2. So we have it kind of broken down. I'm not going to spoil exactly how Savi's works. We are going to save that for a different video. And of course we'll mention that, so if you don't want to spoil how that works, we'll definitely save you that. But when you go to Savi's, you get to pick from an array of different lightsaber components. Jedi Mommy was, of course, drawn to the light side.
Of course.
And so she constructed a couple of light side lightsabers. We'll go over what all we have here. But when you go, you pick out a kit, and the kit has several different components to it that creates your lightsaber. This one I'll put together from scratch just to give you an idea how the process works. Obviously, the most important thing to have is the power source. And in the power source, you have a total of 3 AAA batteries. For those of you that have had the Master Replicas or Hasbro series, this all probably looks very familiar to you, except there's a fun little cover. Of course, I say that lightly. There's a fun little cover that goes over the battery compartment. Slides in there gently. Not so gently. If you put it on correctly, it will slide in there gently. And so slides down over the battery compartment. You then need a trusty tiny screwdriver, because we all have one of these, and screw that down. And of course that goes into the familiar compartment of the lightsaber, which is on the other side. Yes, red goes into red. Sorry. So twist that in, lock that in, you're good to go. Then you want, so you have all your components here, and you'll take this piece, slide it over this piece, which is actually, all this is metal. It's really heavy. I mean, you're impressed with the quality, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Totally worth it.
And of course, then you get your Kyber Crystal. Kyber Crystal is obviously the color of your blade. Again, you saw in the videos for the Sith Holocron and the Jedi Holocron that we have some other colors of crystals. We're going to try those out here in a minute, but we'll start with Jedi Mommy's original blue crystal. Right? And so you get that placed inside.
This was my favorite part. That's Savi's. So fun.
Yeah, it takes you a minute to get it loaded in the right way. If you've got big fingers, it's not very gentle. But in any event, so you get the crystal loaded in. Once the crystal's loaded in, you can build up the rest of the lightsaber. blue side goes on the blue side. Like so. Red side goes on the red side. Like so. That snaps in. Finish constructing the rest of the lightsaber. This will spin onto the grooves. This one will now spin onto the grooves. So you have a fully constructed hilt. And like I said, guys, there's an assortment of different configurations. Alright, so we got the lightsaber put back together. And of course, this is Jedi Mommy's original lightsaber. So in a minute here, we're going to dim the lights so you can take a look at the colors. But before I do that, what we're going to do is we'll dim the lights and we'll go through each of the Kyber crystals so that you can see the different colors. But again, this was the hilt that she put together for her lightsaber. And then we have 3 others here just to give you a look. And you can see how different the components are. Even the ones that are slightly similar, you can build them totally different. Again, these are all hard metal constructed. I mean, I really think the value's there. The experience, which we'll go through on a different video, is definitely worth it. But again, if you're familiar with the old Master Replica sabers or even the newer Hasbro ones, gives you an idea of the quality, but I would say being able to construct your own lightsaber makes it an even better and cooler experience. Again, here's another one of the hilts. Like I said, lots of crazy design possibilities. And of course, you can see some elements from other lightsabers you recognize, and then of course totally new pieces that I've never seen before. Once you're done constructing your lightsaber and everything's done, on the way out, Savi's gives you a cool carrying case for it, which if you're walking through the park is essential. It's crazy to lug a lightsaber around if you don't have a cool way to carry it. So this just slings over your shoulder. As long as you're proper height, you can carry quite a few of them.
I feel like you're talking to me again.
Well,
every time we talk kite.
I mean, I'm just saying that I was able to carry them all without any issue. Didn't drag it on the ground.
Easier, just easier. I was able to carry them. It's just
right.
Easier than him.
Yeah. So, in any event, take that in consideration. Something we didn't think about at all. It was one of the very first things we did when we got inside Galaxy's Edge, and so we looked around lightsabers the rest of the day. But again, that's a story for another time because we lugged that around and a bunch of other stuff. So let's get to the fun part of this, which is getting the lightsaber lit up. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we got the lights dimmed here. Again, this is Jedi Mommy's original saber. A little hard to see there, but that is the blue Kyber crystal, and we will get that lit up. Put these pieces back on. You don't have to deconstruct the entire lightsaber, although I'm sure the temptation is there. But you snap those 2 pieces on, and there you go. So you can now see that it has the really nice blue color. Good sound. All right, let's check out another one.
This one?
I will let you choose. So obviously the red ones are all the same, even though they're different inside the holocron. Red is red. But we will try this one out next. This is the yellow Kyber crystal. And see what we get from this one. Like I said before, getting these Kyber crystals takes a little mastering if you have big fingers. Should always always hear that sound when you place the new crystal in the hilt. And I think we turned those lights off a little early, because now I can't see where these pieces go, but that's okay. I will improvise. And got that clipped back on, and still really hard to see, but now you have a really cool yellow blade. A little different sound to it. So this is what's great to me. I mean, this is what makes the Savi sabers really, to me, a value, because this is just one saber, and here it is. We can change out all these Kyber crystals, and you can get different sabers, essentially. Not saying that the temptation isn't there to go back and keep constructing lightsabers, because
I'd love to do it again.
Yeah. Thankfully that was her answer. I thought maybe she would be like,
I want to see the gatherers again. Yeah. We're gonna try purple.
Yeah, now the purple saber I do actually already have constructed, but we'll try it out here, just since we're doing each of the Kyber crystals, or at least each of the Kyber crystals that we own. Again, that's the good sound. That's what you want to hear every time that you put a new crystal in. So this is the purple, or some people call it the violet. Your mileage may vary. Get that clipped in, and away we go. And again, you can see the hue better here on this white reflective area. Definitely throws off the purple glow. A lot of this, at least in the video that we're seeing, looks like very white, but it is definitely violet or purple. Again, a little different sounds, but at the heart, of course, all the traditional lightsaber noises that you want to hear. And we'll get this one out.
I'm gonna try gray.
We'll try the gray, or some people are calling this the white. Again, I'm sure there is a formal name for it, but
there's your sound.
yeah, there is the sound. Unfortunately, still not cooperating. This one's a little odd shaped, but there we go. That one took a little bit of effort. Each crystal is slightly different, believe it or not, so they go in a little differently, but for the most part it's just a matter of getting used to it. So we got that half, the other half snapped in, and there it is.
Oh, I like that sound.
The white blade. At the time when we were there, this was a rare color, so this is a white light. Really different sounds. Nice flash. So, by far one of my favorite crystals.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
All right, let's get the next one popped out.
It's another blue. I wonder if it's any different.
No, the blue will be the same, so we'll just move on to one of the green.
Last one was the green.
But yeah, so definitely get your hands on the white. It looks like a gray container. The crystal itself is rather white. One of the things we didn't discuss yet, and I'm sure, again, if you've been following, a lot of you already know, there is a black or obsidian Kyber crystal that can be found in the Sith cases. The old trick was you used to be able to put your flashlight or your phone light up to the case so you could see what's inside, and a lot of people got black ones that way. By the time we were at Galaxy's Edge, they caught on to that trick, and there is a film inside there, so you don't know what you're getting. And unfortunately, you probably already saw the kids unbox our holocrons. I mean, our our Kyber crystals, and we did not obtain one of the black obsidian crystals, but just another reason to go back. So here is your green crystal, as you would expect, and we will get this one snapped together like so. And of course, the great green color, really bright. Again, the sounds you expect to hear. And that is your green Kyber crystal. Last but not least, and I'm sure the one that Jedi Mommy doesn't want to put in her lightsaber, of course, the red Sith Kyber crystal. Always a favorite of mine, so no problems here. But yeah, this will probably be the only time this crystal gets to go into this particular saber.
Yep.
Unless Jedi Mommy turns to the dark side.
Not gonna happen.
I don't know. I have felt much anger in you at times. So again, we'll get these two pieces snapped in, ready to go. And yes, I feel the power.
No, it doesn't suit it.
Oh yeah, this is the way it should be. Look. Again, nice flash, nice sound effects, and the red, of course, that you've come to know and love.
You.
All right, guys. Well, we of course want to thank you for tuning in. This is one of our first prop review kind of videos, so it's a little choppy, and apologize for that. But hopefully it was bearable. Hopefully you learned something, and hopefully you too will be taking a trip to Galaxy's Edge if you haven't already. I can't recommend it enough. I can't wait to get back there. Not to mention, you probably already heard of the hotel opening up in Disney World. That's going to have the full immersion experience, where supposedly you'll get assigned a uniform, and or not even sure exactly how it's going to go, but you'll get to choose, I guess, the kind of character you're going to play while you're there visiting Galaxy's Edge.
That's so exciting.
And so you'll have a whole outfit and be fully immersed into the Galaxy's Edge world. Can't say enough about that. That's really exciting. But in the meantime, guys, hopefully this COVID stuff goes away. Hopefully this quarantine's lifted. Hopefully wherever you are, you're safe and making plans to journey out to Disney. I can't say enough about the experience, and building your lightsaber is going to be a lot of fun. And I think it's a hefty price tag. I'm not going to lie. It does cost a bit to build your own lightsaber, but the experience and the memories will last a lifetime. So
totally worth it. Totally worth it.
So yeah, hopefully we'll get to bring the kids on the next trip, and I'm sure we'll be videoing that at some point. But stay tuned, guys. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Any final thoughts?
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And also, you can also follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. Okay, that's it, guys.
Yeah, so just keep in mind, guys, again, this is still a new channel for us at this time. Who knows when you'll be watching this video, hopefully years to come. But this is one of our first videos, but we welcome any of the comments. If anything you want to see or anything I didn't discuss in detail, whether it's the holocrons, we're happy to go through the Jedi or the Sith holocron, or any of the lightsabers, or just any of the details that you want to know about. make sure you comment below, and we'll try to follow up on that as best we can. And we hope you tune in for the next video.
All right. May the Force be with you.
Always.
Mama Pig Productions.